music. Okay. Oh, the camera cannot be. Hold on. This a whole new stream, and I thought I had it, but just work with me until I get it. This video gonna be about the Fulani that's living in Africa, and then being the connection to the. Oh no! Wow, this is the wrong topic. I gotta change the whole topic. The Fulani is key to the Olmec. Is key to the ancient Olmec, and Atlanteans means the Gothians, like the Guardians, the Gadi, the people who are the god. Atlantean. And Fulani are the key to getting us back in connection with that. I'm going to find a way to share to get this screen like I want. So give me 1 sec. I'm gonna do all that first. Okay. Entire screen. Then get that straight. Let's see. Bam, right here. There you go. I think I got it. Okay, I like that. We gonna roll with that. Now let's go get the screen. See what it look like. It look like. I'm looking all this. I like this. I really like that. Now we finna rock. So y'all in here, you know, Tariq Nasheed live with that slavery, FBA. I'm about to give it to you raw, because they just tell you some slaves, some blacks, some general colors. I give it to you the real names of the people throughout the Americas and Africa and Asia. I know it all. I'm the key to your salvation when it comes to this history. Noble Drew Ali is the key to your salvation when it comes to nationality. I'm the key to your salvation in America. Our Lord and Savior of the Great Lakes and the Gulf Coast, because nobody else has ever interpreted this African American like me. And shout out to the brother Astro Man, Tony, our homeboy Tony G, up out that GA in Ohio. I'm finna give you your credit, brother. Understand this, cause you already didn't hit me up. You gotta understand, brother. I brought up the Garifuna. I brought up the Garifuna. You said the Fulani is the Garifuna of Africa. So I actually brought the idea up of the Garafunas, who is the Banu. They are the Banu. What Banu are they? I forgot. They part of one of these Banus. One of these important caliphate dudes. But anyway, the Garifuna and the Fulani is related. Got me and the Astro Man talking about this, and now I've done enough research to prove the Fulani is our transatlantic connection, all the way back from the Olmec days till right now. Nobody can mess with the Fulani. They are one of the most bad ASS people on earth when they come to protecting their history. So instead of destroying them, all they can do is work around them, the Fulani. And we're gonna cover Atlantean in this too, so we can nip that in the book. Cause one of the guys hit me up all thirsty talking about something. If I said the Atlantean stone tablets is fake, you know, something what he said in the text. The Atlantean stones is fake. Prove that toth stones is fake. You know, he heard the eyeballs talking about it, so I'm gonna go over that with the brother who be out here putting in work. And shout out to Aboriginal Indians Exposed, Crisis Actor Scam Channel, and a few more. Shout out to Calico. Okay, America that discovered. I do not know that whole title. Let me just go get it. I don't want to read the wrong thing. Edit. Okay, African means white. Right, that's what we're gonna do. African means white. A lot of people don't know that I'm about to do that in this video. Okay? Okay, so let's stop the screen. I don't want people staring at me the whole video. You know, cause that's what that pretty boy Tariq Nasheed wanna do. He wanna be the star of the party. I don't want you staring at me the whole video. You know what I look like. You know I'm a superior overlord nigga. And it can go over your head and oh man, I don't want to watch his videos. But I say those things because my culture is American. And we talk a certain type of way, and you need to embrace that. You feel me? Because this is the type of way we look out here. You gonna see Murder, Master P, all types of dudes who look like me. We don't just look like no black African from Africa. But we recognize the relationship. Let's go straight in on the information. Matter of fact, let me boost the screen. Let me boost the screen back up before. I like this screen. This screen, the truth right here. This screen is the truth. I like this. Matter of fact, let me change my virtual background too. I don't like that one. No, but it's nighttime. It's nighttime. Let's go in on the Fula. The Fula is going to open our minds up. The Fulani. They're going to open our mind up doing a basic search and comprehension of the Fulani instead of running around here letting them just tell you something about African. The Africans, the West African. Now, it's going to take a while, because I like to get into the information. I don't like to just show, stuff and put my spin on it. I like to talk about with a reality. So look at the distribution map of the Fula people and how much land that they have dang on there taking over. It's in the dark green. Look at all that dark green. Them Fulani by the millions. By the millions. Fulani is millions. Now, what I want to do after that, this is what I want to do. Since we doing the research on the Fula people and if they have any connection to the Olmec. Do they have any connection to the North American, the Mexican, throughout history? What would those key factors be? The language, the animals, the grazing, the pastoralization, phenotype, right? So let's just go and get up in here and learn a little bit of Fulani. And my job is going to be to make any types of connections to the African American, English, Welsh, Spanish people. That's right. Spanish, English, Welsh. And when I do that, I'm going to define exactly what the emerald tablets is of toth. Then I'm gonna let you know what the African really is. Not to use that name, so we can't be using that name loosely anymore. Fulani or the Pulbe people. So they're not even Fulani. Soon as we get in here. Now, the Fula or the Pulbe is actually the pools, the peules. So instead of calling them the Fulani, they should be the Pulani. So Hausa is another name, and Fulani or Highline, Portuguese Fula, Wolof is peule, paleo. So paleo might come from this. Paleolithic might come from this. And then we have Bambara, which caught my mind. Bambara caught my mind because they got two languages similar to America with punctuations. And Mande is the family, and they are called something called like Alabama country bunkin. You see that Bamana can? Bamana. See, that's that Alabama. Alabama. You see that Bama? Deep inside my soul, I knew when I read it, I knew that was that Bama. That all you got to do is put that Alabama Inco script. The Solamana Conte. Right then and there, I knew it. So let me go ahead and get some more variables and compare and prove they have too many similarities. I got some comments. I didn't even know I had comments. Shout out to Sacred Grove in the building. Sacred Grove in the building. We have he said Fulanis are Berbers and Bedouins. I think that's gonna mention that in one of these articles I'm gonna read. Matter of fact, they say the Fulanis are related to the Egyptians. Before it was Atlantic Ocean, it was Ethiopic Ocean. And True Ali said we were Ethiopians. Haile Selassie came here and told us not to call ourselves blacks or Indians. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. So let's go and find these Fulas. Now, the first thing that stuck out, obviously, was some of these names over there. But when I got on ResearchGate, here, let's go and get the script. Okay, ResearchGate. Can I get the actual script of the cache? No. How did you get it? Yeah. Okay, let's go here. Let's just go in here. The Fulani Echo type chicken, right? This ain't the picture. Let me just get the picture. That's what did it for me, because when I read about, when I hear the word Fula, is first of all, it sounds too much like fowl. Like fowl. Look at the greeting. I didn't know they greeted. They greet like Asians greet. Okay, so okay. FELA Fula Eco Chicken. Eco Chickens. What is this, man? It's just typing anything now. Okay, the indigenous local chicken. See, that's when I knew the hijack was in. And no disrespect to Africans, but we know turkeys and chickens is from America. And we know before the Spanish conquistadors, who were Africans, came to take these chickens, we already know you were not getting no Galli, which is the Gaul people, septicum. Right? You're not getting no Mycoplasma gallisepticum infection cures unless you from America. Right? They're not getting none of this stuff unless you get it from the source. Then you look at smallpox, chickenpox, all that. I mean, our invention our getting of this bird was actually on demise, because remember they brought smallpox back. So what a coincidence. This same bird you brought to Africa is the same bird they used to wipe out the indigenous people of America. But anyway, the Africans having this bird first, just like the Papua New Guineans having the chicken, is showing you how long these people been global. Because we can easily look up chicken being global. Being native to the Americas. We can easily look that up. So that's another body blow. Now, anyway, my connection to, let's say, let's go here. We're going to go to every last one of these highlights. Middle Africa, the Four Red Sea. Their Red Sea. They got a funny looking language. Modern, the Red Sea, Romanized, Al-Baral, Amar. Okay. Asia, Africa, Tigriana. And it's also called the, okay, whatever. It's called the Adena. Culture called the Adena as well out here. Okay. What else we have? Look at this brother right here. Now, this what really did it. Because deep inside my mind, I knew this was a Brazilian Olmec. Right? This is a so-called African, but we know those Mexicans and those Africans have a relationship. Right? Look at this dude. That is an Olmec. Remember all them Mexicans always talking about some, the Olmec don't really look like no African. But then we go right and find an African who look like the Olmec that don't really look like a typical black Sudanese. You know, that's why I knew, okay, there's something going on, right? It's definitely something going on. And the more and more I read these words, these anglicized words, I'm able to put two and two together. So let's just run through them and then do a quick search and then I'm out. There are many names and spellings of the names used in other languages to refer to the Pulbe. Fulani in English is borrowed from the Hausa term. Fula from Manding is also used in English and sometimes Fula. So if you are a Fula, you are from the ancient race. You come from an ancient race of people. Anybody with the name Fula or flowers. Fula and Fulani are commonly in English, including Africa. The French borrowed Wolof term peule, which is variously called Paul, Pool, peule, full folde, and pullar. So we're going to be looking for that pullar and that pulo. We're going to be looking for that pulo. Pulbe, which is gaining popularity in Portuguese, terms Fula or Fuda Fala. The terms Falada and Falata and Faleta are all Arabic origins. And often the ethonyms by which the Fulani people are identified with in Chad and Sudan. Now here go a good look at them. Let's get a good look now. Like I'm giving you the images because my job is to find this in ancient America, pre-Columbian. You see the sword. You see the type of sword. It's not a curved, typical Turkish sword. We see the hat. We're going to find this in America. That's our job. In any languages, any phenotypical similarities, cultural similarities, names, places. As you can see, they got dark brown black people too. They have the symbolism of the Ethiopians. They have the symbolism of the Americans. We find their symbolisms in Haiti. Looks like similar to something like a wampum. Right? Very similar to Americans, I might add. All right, that's it. Now, let's go and get some clues. Pulo. I found a people in Florida called opalousas. Opalousas. So there's one clue. They're called the polusas, and we find the people called opalousas. So let's go ahead and do a name up on them. And then I'll let you know why I think the Fulani are the Avalonians or the Babylonians, aka Atlanteans. Opalousa is an indigenous people of Opelousas, Louisiana, on the lower Mississippi. They were associated with Atapaka and Shitimacha. Now let's go and look up Atapakas. As we can see, who could have been Tupac now? Tupac back in the day. Ishak. So the first thing come up is a Grand Sheik. Out of Copper, Grand Sheik. So the Capo people, you know, right here in America, let's get some of their name. Hyatt Kitty Shack. The Sunrise people in Academia. Vermilion Bay, Iberia, Paris. So we know what we dealing with. We know what we dealing with. The Snake Band. We know what we Biodas Canis. We know what we dealing with now. See, I went right in there and got it. See, he's the Sheik. So that's another body below, because we know these are words Moorish people use. And they're also a part of the Coasati and the Caddo. And these are historical tribes these YouTube Indians are using. Look at that Sheik, a Sheik, like a Kashike. Very eerily similar to the Moorish people. Now let's go and get another body blow. Let's say the Sanilac glyph of Florida. Of Michigan. Now we know historically the Native American on YouTube or the black Aborigine people, They show themselves wearing the feather. They wear feathers. As we can see, when we go to petroglyphs, when we're dealing with petroglyphs, we're dealing with ancient present. We're not just dealing with no new people who is talking about they lived in teepees. We have 1,000-year-old carving in Michigan showing the same type of cap that the Fulani people was wearing. So there's another body blow. I think that's like 3 body blows already in the video. We're showing the African and the American connection already. And this is in Michigan where the copper is. So if this is where the copper industries was at, this is looking like this who the warriors was who was clearing out the forest. And they have this ancient symbol that we know is a universal symbol for astronomy and knowing how the world spins. And this is all in Michigan, by the way. We also have one in Florida of the shoe guys, man, looking very pitch black, dark skin. Okay, let's go back and get some keywords before I go on and show the real evidence of the Atlantean connection to the Fulani. Okay, Shari Bagurmi sounds like Cherokee. Sound like Cherokee a little bit. Let's get some more names. Labe, Pita, Mamu, Dalaba, Kaida, Al Qaeda, Podor, Koda, Mayo, Belwa, Mubi. Sounds like Moab. And Adamawa, Morue. So you have your little Morues. Matam, which sounds like Matamoros. Okay, anything else? The history. Arab. Okay, here's their history though. Their history is, I know it seemed like a waste of time, but if you like learning, you're gonna like what I'm about to expose by the you get to the end of the video. You know, people want jam-packed information and they want it right in their face, but you gotta pay attention. This right here should open the floodgates on the American connection, and I'm gonna go off this and then prove my Atlantean interpretation. Let me go from up here and zoom in. Okay. The origins of Fulani or Pulbe people, Pulbe, are unclear, or pueblos, are unclear, and various theories have been postulated. So no one knows their origins, which is a body blow to Africa. It's a body blow. Some scholars on Fulani history sound like the word is villain as well. The word villain might come from that. And Sokoto Caliphate have traced their lineage of Tarankawa clan or Torodbe of the Fulani to Arab conqueror Ugba Ibn Nafi. And he was of the Rashidun Caliphate. So if I'm not mistaken, that's around the Almoravid time. So that would line right up with them being a part of the Almoravid. Right? So that's even more of a body blow because even the Almoravids is not from Africa. They're not even from Africa. And the Fulani are an ancient, untouched people who still have their culture, and they are not from Africa. And they're here at the same time as a people called the Moors. And both of these people have a mighty presence in the Americas. So it's not looking good so far. That's like 4 or 5 body blows I dealt so far. I've even hit y'all with the real deal. So they're here at the same time as the Rashidun Caliphate, who I suspect is a Washita type mound builder, African American Asiatic people. Now, Walter Rodney, in his book, The History of the Upper Guinea, argues that the Pueblos or the Phobes are originally from North Africa and they conquered the Futa, which could be the same region as Indiana called the Foot region, And I can prove to y'all that Palestine in the Foot region in Lawrence County, Indiana, is an African American or Moorish American indigenous old empire in Indiana near Morocco. I can show y'all. I'm gonna put all this together. So this region led by the Fulani, Kogli Tungwala from Toronto. He conquered Futu Toro. So this could have been some great wars back then in Toronto and America by the Coley dude who could really be a Gal or a California, an ancient Gal of California. I'm gonna stop right there. That's too much reading. Now let's go into the name of Fulani history to see if there's any connection to Atlantis. Let's get some good understanding. Oh yeah, shout out to KB in the building. Will Blast, man. Long time no see, brother. Will Blast. Shout out to KB. Yeah, he say already information is packed. He saying it already. Much love, man. I'm glad that you already peeping game, man. So I ain't even finna stop. I was finna take me a little break, but I'm not. I'm finna go in. I'm about to go in. Alright. Let's go back to sharing the screen. I want to get this out the way, the name of the Fulani first, and why I think they are the Babylonian, and why I think they are the Atlantean. I'm going to do all that before I take my break. Then we going in on the toth, and I'm going to prove to y'all 100% African mean white. African mean white. It does not mean like a dark-skinned man. It just mean a white kinfolk. That's all it mean. Okay, what I say I about to do? We're going to go into the name of the Fulani. Now, Fulani is actually, if we going off what we use, it's pueblo. So let's go to it's pueblo. It's puel, like pueblos. Now let's go straight to where is it called? The Wolof. Oh, and by the way, if you think this video is a powerhouse, wait till you see my Moab and proving the ancient Moabite Americans ruled Egypt and got chased out of Egypt. Wait till I show you that video. Okay, I might have to just pull up the Wolof. It might be right here. In 4,000 years of African American history. So let's get it right here. We see this Tshit, which is you know what they're saying, brown Walata civilization in Ghana. That's why they try to say we're the Ghana people, and not true. In the Gal, Mali, that's not true. We actually are the first people to go and claim our land in that prime meridian. That's why I use this thumbnail. This was always our land that they say broke off. Ain't nothing broke off. Just because they caused some earthquake to break the land off, we went right back over here to get it from them. Because of some great flood they talking about happening right here. Oh, our American ancestors was like, nobody. That's our Atlantean stuff over here in Rome and Italy and West Africa. That's all ours. No. But those Tamil Indian people from Tanzania area, they came across and down south here and took over our stuff. And we've been fighting them Africans ever since. You know, I don't want to say what type of Africans, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Because we the Asiatics and they are the Hamites. I don't know what the heck that was. So here we go right here. This is it right here, the African American history. We've been back and forth with them. Now let's go get these names. Let's get any connection. Let's say Wolof. Where is it at? The Wolof people, as we can see, where that map at? I might have to go and look for it. It's a map. I have to get that map to really fully comprehend. I don't know where it's at. I'm going to find it though. I need that map. I'm talking about, I've been looking at this map for the last 4-5 days. You know, doing this video with the calico that showed the pueblos people over there, man. That's crazy. I should have waited. Where is it at? I'm talking about right, the Adonites. That's what they're called. The Anasazi and the people I was just talking about, the people of the Fulas, where they come from, the Caliphate, this who they come from. And they come from the Anasazi that we gonna find in America by the Hohokam. Okay, let me Mende, this might be it right here. The Wolof. See right here, I want to show this too, because if we can see these little symbols. Hold on, I'm not even sharing the screen. I don't think I'm sharing the screen. Hold on, I'm not sharing the screen. That's how they do you. That's how they do you. That's how they do you, boy. Let's go back. I didn't show none of that. Okay, let's go back. Here go the Adonites. Adnan, who is going to be the Adena. The Hopewell Adena. Remember the Hopewell Adena? This is them right here. This is that part of the caliphate. The cow, the gal, all that guals, all that. They're going to steal all their stuff. And the Canaanite. And, right, I was not showing none of that. Wow, I was not showing none of that. Let me go back. 4,000 years of African American history. Now, there is some slavery that's going to happen in some wars, y'all. But let's just get it in our brain first that we have had a relationship with Africa from the Americas for 4,000 years. So there's going to be some ethnicity collaboration and phenotypical distribution. Right? So let's get that. You see that to shit. That's what I believe is that brown African connection where we came and took our land back 2,000 years ago. We've been over here with the Almoravids. Right? I didn't show none of that. I could have sworn I was showing the screen. Then the Nubia Kush. As you can see, the Central Africa, the Sayo, the Gajigana Zalum. Then Nubia Kush be affected. They're showing you the rundown of how we went up over here spreading our African American presence. Not just, no American Aborigine. We went over here handling business in many ways. And they try to just get us to the Songhai and to the Timbuktu, but we had way more than just them little Egyptian. And the Nile, they just want to talk about that because that's the only civilization the whites and what are they called? What do I want to call these people? I cannot think of these people's name. The Mongols, the Russian. I don't even like using colors, but let's just say those people in North Africa that they want to now claim to be French, right? This is way before they had access to Africa. They was only getting access to the Mediterranean is what I'm trying to say. These people was balling with the Americans all that time, and I'm finna go and do a basic research and show you. Now, remember, Bambara is Alabama, what we call Bamana, or Bamini. Remember the Bamini buildings and the Bamini Road? I think it's called the Bamini Road or something like that. The Bamini Road is found in Antarctica. I mean, in Atlantica. The Bamini Road. This is Bambara. This is Bamana. That is Alabama. Alabama. Let me show you. As you can see right here, it says Bambara, which is a part of the Pueblos. The same Bambara script is not an Arab script. That means west. It is not an Arab script. So whenever they say they find Arab, the first thing that go on your brain is Arab from Arabia, which they know how to make you people confused. They know how to just put anything out there in images and you gonna roll with it, but you don't know nothing about a Bambara script, and you will come over here talking about something. Oh, we have the Arabic script in America with the ancestor Indians. No, you have to be specific and say which script. You have to say which script. You can't just say any Arabic script because there's many. The Bamana is your Alabaman script that we find with the brother Kufi down in Kufi town, Georgia and Kufi Bay down there. And I forgot what it's called, something Bay. A little land they went down there and captured him. Brother Muhammad Bilali now. But this is your Bunkin Bamanakan language. Bama. This is Bama right here. They speak in Belize and in Alabama. I'm telling you. And then we got the Welsh people, the Els people, who are a godly people who is gonna go in there with the Atils or the what are they called again? The Atlanteans. The Els is really gonna be the Atlanteans, but it's gonna be a mixed confederation. It ain't just gonna be no one bloodline. You feel me? But let me just keep going with these words. The pool, if I can find that video, if we can see this, it says PL. This is gonna be the pueblos. I just got to find it. Now the Hausa is gonna be the Ajami people who Ajamaya. This is where Maya gonna come from. And Halshan is gonna be Hausa, or where we get Haustek from. Charik is going to be where we get the word Cherokee from, because the D is a hard nasal D, and it's really Sharik. Sharika. Sharika. Sharik. In their language, it's saying Sharig. Sharik. And Cameroon is going to be Cameroon of Kumerica. Of Kumeric. And this is where we're going to get Florida from. This is also where we're going to get Florida from. Right? Cameroon is the language of the Welsh people, the Moorish Welsh people. They're gonna steal all of their stuff and try to cover it up, but I'm finna unphase it right now. I'm gonna show you all this. Cameroon is the same language as Tamil or Egyptian Tamil. Egyptian Tamil. Because Tamil is going to be related to Tifinagh or Tifinagh, which is Moribi. Right? Let's go and look it up. Tamil and Tamazight, as we can already see, it's a relation. Cameroonians speak Tamil. It tries to claim Tamazight. Berber Tamazight and the Dravidian language. List of Tamil words in the Moroccan Tamazight language. I don't have to go over this because I've already done it before I go in there. And I really want to find this one map me and D Calico had been talking about the last few videos while I can show you. See, already I'm crushing the game because we have the Tifinagh language, which is not really Maghrebic, because Maghrebic is Moribi. Mughribi is it's the motherland language. And then we have the Eastern Phoenician language, right? I'm going to break all that down because, you know, I'll do this. Okay, let me slow down. I got to slow down, too. I'm moving too fast with this information. I got to get one thing at the time. I just covered all this Chadic, Hausa. Okay, let's go and get the Hausa first. So we got the Hausa. My next move, oh, yeah, I want to get that photo. Hopefully I saved it. Here it is right here. Your boy saved it. Your man saved it. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to the building. I named Sokoto Obnoxious Podcast. So here's wildlife. Before I even go into the house stick, because I did like 5 comparisons already, y'all. First of all, let's go right here. Rome, Ducayor. Mores, Treza, Alores, Brebic, Futatoro, which I believe. Okay, hold on. Let me get the microphone straight. Let me get this mic straight. Shouldn't take me no time. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. All right, I like that. All right, let's go. Because I get to going too quick. I'm fast with this information. Okay, let's go back to the image. Let's go here. We have the people of Wolof. Is remember, the Fulani are called peule, right? So I believe piopo in the right language of pueblos is the same. So we have the pueblo. The reason why, because we understand the cliff dwellers. We understand the cliff dwellers has the same architecture as these West Africans. Now, Pueblo, two colores, Rome. So this is your Roman territory of the noble, kingly people. They're gonna try to write out a history and say there's some sub-Saharan African, when in fact they are one of the first relatives of these Roman empirical dynasties and kingdoms, right? Notably, the only two Roman dynasties are both called Marian and Ashaya. Rome de Cayo, people seer. So these are the peoples, the pueblos. Now, first, let's go and get any proof that they are the same. Okay. African found in four corners. I love using this source. African. Did West Africans live in the four corners? Now, this may confuse you because you might not understand that. You might not understand that Africa belongs to America. These are the Anasazi ruins, who I told y'all are the Atlantites of the Kuresh, or the powerful Cruz family out of central Mexico, called the Kurus, falsely called Koreshi people. The Koresh, or the Koraizi. Did West Africans live in the Four Corners region? Let me zoom in for y'all, because we got some evidence. The reason why they're asking this is we can see the story of Mansa Musa, the Voyager King Mansa Abubakari, African greatest explorer. Mansa Musa Abubakari would not believe it was impossible to discover the limits of the Atlantic, so he sent Umari out. That's the general story. We know it's not correct. We knew the Turk Hittites already knew about America. They're called Titans. They were giant farmers. We already knew about this because of Peru and Solomon Gold. Solomon Gold. Before I go into this, let me go and show you a historical proof, right? Before I really break it down, let's look at the current that the ancestors knew that you can sail on without using electricity. As we can see, they had that mastered. Going down. Okay, 7 cities, Dogon, Bambara. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, Carterfuge speaks of black men who penetrated to the American Southwest while other Africans migrated to California. Father Francisco Garces discovered a race of black men, clearly what we consider African, but it's not African, because that's not African. Actually means white man. I'm going to prove it in this video. Residing in the community beside the Zuni Indians in New Mexico, according to Carterfuges, the two races spoke different languages. In 1528, the Spanish explorer Cabeza de Vaca and Estevanico de Moor, a black man from Azamor, discovered numerous people living in the American Southwest as they thought to discover the 7 cities of Cibola. So they're finding these dark-skinned people all throughout their journeys. And what is known as Four Corners regions, where the state Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona come together at a common point, the Anasazi tilled the earth and even irrigated their crops and stored some of the harvest for later use. The presence of Manding West African in the Four Corners is supported by the appearance of Dogon and Bambara, which is Alabama, called petroglyphs on rocks in the Anasazi. Moreover, there are several tablets found in Four Corners which have been deciphered that were written in an aspect of Marinke, Bambara, the language spoken by the king of Mali and his royal court. No, African does not mean from the beginning. I'm going to drop the link when I'm done, brother. All you got to do, just give me 1 second. I'm going to show you through English and Latin script, not African script, that it means white. That's what I'm going to do. I don't mean to offend you, but you cannot debunk none of this, because if you can, you're going to do it. Now, in the Four Corner region, De Vaca found various ethnic groups speaking a multiplicity of languages. Due to the pluralistic nature of these societies, these people could only communicate using sign language. Serum noted, in reality, the inhabitants of the pueblos, who I believe is the same name as Fulanis, as we now know the members of extraordinarily varied tribes, they spoke widely different languages and had different historical backgrounds. De Vaca's aide said that one of these ethnic groups was named Mendisha. This name almost identical to the word Mandinke and Malinke, the name of the one Mandi-speaking people that rule in Africa, called the Malians. Here is the Kangaba sign. Here is the Wiyu sign, habitation sign. The Mande people left many inscriptions and habitation signs in four-corner areas seen in the picture above. In the Anasazi area, we find many depictions of the Malinke Bambara habitation sign and Kangaba sign in American Southwest. This sign is frequently found in West Africa and in areas settled by the Mande-speaking people. The Kangaba sign is clearly depicted among the glyphs found in Guiju's region, range of South Arizona. The ruins of Anasazi stone cities are crouched low on the mesa tops or nestled in caves along the sheer canyon walls of the high desert region. These stone cities are the exact replica of stone dwellers in West Africa. Same architecture, y'all, on both sides. Same glyphs on both sides. And to nip it in the bud, the Palatke, remember that Palatke Pila inscription, also written in Manding, not Sanskrit. So that automatically separate us from the Tamil people. Wow. So even if Tifinagh, this was a body blow to you people who's pushing Tifinagh in Arab and don't know what Arab really is. If it is Arab, it ain't Tamil, because Tamil, first of all, ain't Arab, right? Moroccan script is borrowing from Tifinagh now, out of being racial. Oh, guess what? This right here proves we are not those Indian people. We are a different type of people as well, because it is not Sanskrit. It will have to be an older language than Sanskrit. A lot of people don't understand that's a body blow in the archaeology world. The anthropological world. That's a body blow to you Indians out here trying to say y'all was in America first. You're done. That body blowed y'all. So anyway, even that this inscription says okay, where is it at? Where it says something about Allah. Yeah. It says something about Allah and all the gods. I wanted to read, but I don't see it. I ain't worried about it. I just wanted to prove that there is a real search and understanding of this this connection. Okay, so watch this. Okay, I hear what you saying, bro. All this extended historical travel seems more likely than the public. Exactly, brother K-Bay. Exactly. We've been doing this for years. Wait till y'all really get a load of what we've been teaching. So now that's just one blow. That's a historical blow with the language. Let's go in here and show the Aztec. Let's show the Aztec connection. Now they are called the Hausa people, and we have the Haustag, what we call the Haustag people. Let's go here. Do they have a wiki on them? Ain't no wiki. Haustag people. We have the Haustag people, who is eerily similar to the Tamil. I mean, not the Tamil. The what do you call these people? The Fula, who I believe are mixed with Berber and Egyptian, but I don't think they are predominantly a Berber people. The Halstag people, Westag people, Teilnik people, Hastecos people, Tamilapas, St. Louis. Okay, this is not good because we have a St. Louis in America and we have a St. Louis in Africa. That is correct. Did y'all know there's also a St. Louis in Africa? So we also have a Hausa people in Africa. We have a Hausa people in America. And this is Moctezuma people who we believe have a relationship with these people because he has rights to Spain. He has a relationship with Spain, and Spain at one point was the ruling place, or Andalusia was the ruling place of all of West Africa, of all of West Africa. So there's another devastating blow. We have the Hausa people and the Haustec people of the Aztecs, and I can easily show y'all the Aztec Roman alliance. You know, I've done videos on that. I don't feel like going through all that because I taught it, even though I have, an obligation to teach my new people. But there was an Aztec Roman battle and an Aztec Roman alliance until they seen them executing so-called Europeans over here. of Europeans, and I'll go over that another day, happily. But let's move on from that. That's just too many blows with the Fula. Now, let's get another body blow. Okay, let's say Avalon. Avalon is Atlantis. Okay, I don't know if a lot of people have heard it, but Avalon is what King Arthur called Atlantis, and to me that sounds like Babylon and Fulani, Avalani, Volani, Voloni, Bologna is Avalon Atlantis, right? So Avalon could be Babylon, and this is the Atlantis they're talking about in the Bible. And these other places that wanted to invade the Canaanites and Moabites and steal all their stuff. So Avalon is another blow because it sounds like Fulani as well. And even if we wanted to go in the other direction of Fulani being Pulbe, right? All right. Where that pick at? Let's get some more. Okay, let's go and get that St. Louis, Africa. St. Louis, Africa. Okay, St. Louis is in Senegal, and we understand the Gaul people and the Sign Kingdom and the Yasini Kingdom of the Sun Gaul people united. This is why they call us West Africans, because the St. Louis Mizraim people, Canaanite, Welsh people, all over the world, right? St. Louis in Africa, St. Louis Potosi, and St. Louis, America, right? Here we go, connecting all of this once again. Now, that's another blow. It's just too many similarities, right? Let's go and get one more, and then we're gonna go into the African means white. So look at this. Ivros, right? Feume le Ivros Omerica. Mariza and Turco Merik. So here we go using these words. We don't know what we're using. Ivros, Mount Everett, right? And Hebrew, Marika. We don't know what we're saying. We're just saying anything and not knowing we're dealing with Turks and Moors, man. Even the Hebrews are in on hiding this. Now let's go straight to the Mizrahi Jews. Now let's go and show this. We have the Sephardic Andalusian Jews. Then we have the Mizrahi Jews. We can see similar cultures to the South American people. We call I think it's the Pashi something. I forgot what they're called, and the Moshe culture. But what I want to point out is the Canaanite culture. Don't worry about the light skin. You know, they're going to put the mainstream people out here, but they're not really a light skinned people in Yemeni. They're really having a genocide on these people right now. These Yemeni people, right? As you can see right now, this look nothing like the whitewash. Even though it's looking like it's getting a little whitewashed then. No offense to it, but we know history want to whitewash everything for whatever reason. And I'm going to get right back to the Fulani. Let me get right back to it. All right, let's go back. Okay. I want to get some. Okay, that didn't do nothing for me. With Arabs. Let me just get rid of that. Oh, boy. Let's get some better pics. They don't have nothing on here. Okay, Miss Rahi. Let's just say Miss Rahi. Okay, here's a better pic. I'm talking about they don't show nothing. This is a better one, but what I'm trying to show, Mizrahi women. Let's just say women. Wow. They making sure they blackball these people. They are blackballed, G. I'm talking about they so blackball. Okay, here's one right here. Here go the cap. But that's not what I'm trying to show. I swear. They are blackballing these people. They are really, really blackballing them. Let me say Mizrahi. Yemen. Let's say Yemen. If that pop up. Okay, here it is right here. Here it is. Now let's look, because we got to understand Jews and all of that is misinterpreted. It's fake news. You're never going to get reality from a newspaper or a industrial school. Now, as we can see her face with the jewelry of the South American Peruvian people, right? Because I've done videos on this. I debate anybody that the origin of this culture is South American. I can do this. What we're looking at is the coming out the womb. See, this is how we know this is a Canaanite culture. Her, the more and more we see these types, her face is coming out the womb. That's what they're showing you in these pics. They're showing you how you come out of mother. This is the symbolism of you coming out the womb of the mother, your head coming out the vag. And they have other better pics. They're just not showing it. But what I'm showing you, this is a Canaanite religion. Canaan. You see the vagina. You're coming home. You're coming out of mother. So there was a mother religion. So they from the West. These are the West people of Yemen. These are some of the first people, Mizraim people, to inhabit Africa. And these are the people getting beat up. These are some of the people getting beat up. But I wanted to give you a quick example of Mizraim, right? And these other people called Ashkenazi and Sephardic. Let's go and pull up Sephardic right quick. Then we're going to get right back to the Ashkenazi, Sephardi. So now we see a little bit of a sun type people. A people had leaned towards a sun culture, right? We have the Mizraim, we have the Sephardi. So we see a people who is leaning more to an Egyptian and sun culture. All right, let's go. Now let's go. Let's go and crush our dreams. Let's go crush our dreams. Let's say, okay. Ivory, and Welsh. Okay, let me crush your dreams. I don't know if you're still here, my brother who said African means the oldest man on earth or something like that. I don't know what you type. He said, bro, African means from the beginning. So first of all, this is Welsh. Welsh is the direct language of the North American Ebonic people. See, we have the Ebonic tablets. We don't have the tough green tablets. We have the Ebonic tablets to prove who we are. Now, Ivory in our English detected in Welsh in your old world language that y'all speak, because we are the people who brought y'all language way before the Tamil people. Way before Tamil. We brought y'all something called Maoretic. We brought y'all something called Meroitic and Hausa script. Hausa, without Hausa and Meroitic, there would not be no Shamum and Bamun script. Let me show y'all this before I move on to let y'all know I'm not just doing videos. Shamum and Bamun. Shamum, kingdom of Bamun people. Without Hausa, without Mero people, Morse, they would not have no writing. That is correct. 100% proof. Without these people, King Noya, there will be no writing script for sub-Saharan African. So we see them. Now let's go back. Ivory is Iphori. Don't you blame it on Rastafari. Don't you blame it on me. Iphori. African means Ivory, like the Ivory Coast. So when you're saying Aforican, you're saying kin to ivory. You see that hyphery? You can easily get African out of this word, especially Germanican. Avery, 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 Ivory, Ebery, Ebery.